This episode is brought to you by our friends at Hover, the easiest way to buy domain names and do more with them. Get 10% off today by visiting hover.com/ondeck.
Welcome to On Deck. I'm Matt Harris, and today I am pleased to be on the Lab Rat set with none other than Andy Walker, my friend, my boss, my colleague, my lover?
No.
Oh.
Don't spring that.
Did I go too far?
Yes, you did.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being on deck. We're kind of in a look-back mode because we just shot Lab Rats 2010. I wasn't going to make out with you.
I was
We just shot the 2010 Lab Rats Awards.
Yes, we did.
The first inaugural.
The first inaugural.
But I'm sure we'll do later on.
Many more,
yeah. Mm-hmm. Taking a look back at the tech do's and don'ts of the year.
Yeah, what people achieved and what they failed to achieve.
Okay, so that's all we'll say. It's going to come out a week this Monday, so tune in for Sean and Andy's picks on the Lab Rats 2010 Tech Awards. Now that we're looking back, I'm kind of in a mode to look back at butterscotch.com. It's been a good year.
It's been a great year.
It started off at CES 2010.
Yeah.
And we launched a few shows. Let's talk about that a bit.
Yeah, well, so we Pimp My PC, which was a really great idea.
Right.
And Mr.
Lucas Cochran.
He hosted that show and decided to move on to other things. So we pod faded that one.
But 47 episodes strong.
It was a great show.
Really,
yeah, it was
really,
good. And
really fun.
I mean,
We launched Status Update with Jay Goldman.
well, right. So Jay stepped out of his Mr. Mobile
Yep.
role and stepped into Status Update just to give sort of the cutting edge on what's going on in social media. And I really, really love that show.
Me too. Yeah.
And we're expanding our mobile coverage anyway in other areas. In 60-second app, that was another show
Right.
we developed this year. So it made sense for Jay to specialize over it on social media.
Well, it's kind of cool the way we do it because we kind of launch a show, see how it does, and then we have a pack of 50 Pimp My PCs, we have a pack of 50 plus sexy techs, we have a pack of almost 100 now, 60-second apps. So it's the way I guess we do it here, right? We kind of have to say, hey guys, take a look at what we're doing here. We think this is going to be awesome, and we appreciate feedback for that, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, we really like to hear back from the fans out there,
Absolutely.
And we'll continue to develop shows as new opportunities come up.
Now, I had the opportunity to go to, like I said, CES with you in 2010, CTIA.
Oh,
and
the mobile
wireless
show.
absolutely,
Yeah.
And an E3, and I really think we got some good coverage for our show at.
Well, AT's one of our strongest properties. I mean, you guys love to see what's going on out there in terms of what's new in technology, and conferences are a great place for us to do that. So we've been covering CES for years and years and years, and Comdex before that. Sean and I have been going to that show for probably more than a decade now. It made sense for us, given our shift towards the mobile lifestyle, to look at that. And then, of course, E3 was an opportunity, and it's always interesting. So we will continue to bring you great conference coverage on Butterscotch, in the next little while.
Well, it's funny you say that because you always think about like what's going to stick. What are people going to be like? Wow, I really, really love what Butterscotch is doing. And when Andrew and I went to E3, I mean, we worked our tails off, as you know. I think we did like 30 interviews with all the major players. And the biggest thing we got out of that was me at a Nintendo press conference holding the camera kind of like this, not very good production value. Went through the roof of the numbers. So
Yeah.
like, I guess it's kind of like we try to bring something that you guys like. And like I say, I can't say it enough. If you like something we do, if you dislike something we do, let us know. And I think that kind of goes on to our next point with the new site, right? There's going to be a lot of kind of community element, a lot of Ask functionality, right?
Yeah. So you'll see if you zip on over to butterscotch.com, where you have recently to see the show, you'll see that we've completely renovated the site. All new look, lots of white space, and it's very nice and airy and bright and easy to navigate. We have a new functionality on there called Ask, where you can ask a question about any technology question that you happen to have, and we'll answer it within, hopefully within hours and probably within days as the volume increases. And a little tip there: if you register for the site, your question will get answered faster, believe it or not. So yeah, we're just really thrilled about that. Going into 2011, we'll iterate it again a little bit more. But we're really thrilled with how the site's progressing.
And something else I don't think we've talked about on Deck yet was our deal with Yahoo. That's kind of exciting, right? Downloads.yahoo.com.
Yeah, so downloads.yahoo.com is a download site that Yahoo's launched very recently in the last few weeks in December. We happen to be powering that site, so all of the content that you see from twocows.com, a lot of the Butterscotch content you'll see showing up on that site at some point over the next little while. And we're just very proud of working with what a wonderful partner Yahoo has been, and we just think it's a great opportunity to spend to further develop our content in a much bigger realm.
And not to single people out, but I know that's been, I guess, the hard work of Chad Kramer, of Greg Weir. They're two of the developers on our Butterscotch team who've just worked fingers to the bone, and a really good shout out to those guys. They've done a great job.
They've done a great job, absolutely.
Okay, so let's look to the future. What do we have going in 2011?
Well, 2011 is going to be a big year for us. So we've just sort of starting to shift our entire focus for butterscotch.com on the mobile lifestyle. So you'll see a new slogan on our site. Mobile lifestyle, really, and you might want to think, oh, God, they're going to go to smartphones. Well, no, smartphones
That's part of it, but
part of it, yeah.
Tip of the iceberg.
It's about accessing data and having your computing anywhere you happen to be. So it's ubiquitous computing. So whether it's through a smartphone, whether it's through on a tablet, and tablets are going to be a big category in 2011, whether it's on your traditional laptop or your netbook, and even on your desktop computer. I mean, but really, the whole idea is that you can connect to whatever you want, whenever you want, and we're going to be covering that focus in a big way for sort of people that are on the go and want to learn more, and of course with strong video content all along. And
specifically the cell phone, we'll have the Android show. That's going to be new.
A new Android show coming out.
We're also going to cover an iPhone show, I believe, in 2011, also a BlackBerry show. So
yeah, we're looking at all the competitors in perhaps a BlackBerry show, perhaps a Windows Phone 7 show. We know, but
whatever
really
you guys want to see, I guess, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you tell us. I mean, definitely Android and iPhone. We're going to look at all kinds of other opportunities to cover up the space. I can almost see a tablet show at some point.
Yeah,
I mean, if the tablets become a big enough kind of coverage. So we really want to stay on top of that. We want to bring the best of technology to you guys out there in Butterscotch land.
Well, I want to wrap up this final On Deck of 2010, and sadly, it is the last one. I know it's only December 17th, but I'd like to use some of that Butterscotch Ask functionality. Can I go on holidays?
Sure.
Sweet. See, it's just that easy. You ask a question, you get an answer.
Can you leave Kate behind?
No, sadly, no. She's with me, my friend.
Oh, she's so cute, though.
She is. Yes, absolutely. So thank you, Andy Walker, for being on deck. Thank you guys for tuning in to Butterscotch.com for 2010, and I encourage you to come back for 2011 because it's going to be a great year for us. For everything we've spoken about, please go to Butterscotch.com. I got a plane to catch, so I'm out of here.
You can use the Lucas Cochran goodbye.
See you.
This episode is brought to you by our friends at Hover, the easiest way to buy domain names and do more with them. Get 10% off today by visiting hover.com/ondeck.